Hands clapped with the mittens on, though, and get ready to throw some snowballs as the Cavaliers come in looking for win number 29. Normally, this would be the 15th sellout of the season, but I'll tell you what, it's a pretty good crowd here. Probably three-quarters filled with the inclement conditions. Our Hyundai starting lineups. For your Clevelanders, Kyrie Irving and DeAndre Liggins in the backcourt. Liggins, his 16th start of the season. Cavs are 11-4 with him in that role. LBJ, Kevin Love, and Tristan Thompson up front. As you can see, the Cavs have a very good record against the West. But Ty Lue did not have a chance to have a video session with the guys as they normally would on a game day because we got to bed about 4:30 in the morning, so got their rest and ready to roll here tonight. Our Hyundai starting lineup for the Blazers. Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, we talked about them. Mo Harkless having his best season as a pro up front with Al-Farouq Aminu. We did not see Aminu last time he was hurt. And Mason Plumlee, second best passing center in the NBA. For head coach Terry Stotts, who's the son of a couple of teachers, has his own master's degree. And Dirk Nowitzki once said, who played for him as an assistant coach when Terry was there, if I could play for him, I'd be in his office every single day to talk about basketball and to talk about life, because he's a guy that every player can relate to. High praise.
It is quite coming from a Hall of Famer, but everybody in the league agrees with it.
Stotts right now in his 9th overall year, 5th with his ball club with 314 career victories.
You know, Fred, it's going to take individual defense tonight, especially in the backcourt. You got to keep these guys in front of you. You can't let them have driving lanes, because then you break your lanes down and your big people get in early foul trouble.
You know, the Cavs remember losing badly here the day after the Christmas game against Golden State a season ago when they lost 105-76 with no Kyrie that night. Lillard didn't play. So the Cavaliers are going to get the basketball for the first possession. Glad you're aboard here on Fox Sports Ohio on a Wednesday night. Here comes Kyrie matched up with a guy that's become a pretty darn good friend in Damian Lillard. Kevin Love against a double-team collision off that post. Against Aminu, good defender. Baselining, reversing, partially blocked by Plumlee. Here comes Lillard. Plumlee can really run that floor.
One thing you don't want to do is get off to a slow start against this team. You want to try and get them on their heels as quickly as possible.
Pass was behind Aminu. Aminu missed 13 games with a left calf injury, another 5 with a back ailment. Two-man game. LeBron James picked up by Plumlee. Nice weak side toss to Kevin Love. No. Thompson couldn't corral the rebound, and it goes back to Portland. You know, Kevin was a superb high school star here, former National Player of the Year. He would just wear out competition on that block.
You're right, and you see him starting to add a lot of that to his game now. That low post play right away.
Here comes Lillard. Off the bounce. Spins it home for 3.
One of the best releases in the game, Fred. That young man's shot is pure every time.
Every single time. Tight rotation. Thompson on the block. Left-handed hook. Nice job.
Yeah, Aminu is not a shot blocker, so when Double T gets that ball in that low post, attack the hoop.
Amino's 6'9", so Tristan with a size advantage there. 3-2. Derek Stafford, our crew chief tonight, along with Brett Barnaky and Trey Maddox. 3 officials work in the replay center. Aminu over the top to Plumlee. Had to kind of jackknife his way into a shot. Missed it. Kyrie on the give up. Kevin Love wide open. Too firm. Knocked in the air by Irving. Kevin. A reload. Got it. Coach Love do-overs.
3-4 quarter. Love doing his thing early in the ball game. And that's what you want to do. Get him a good feel for the basket right away.
So it's 5-3. Kevin with his 90th triple of the season. That's number 2 in the league among power forwards.
A good steal by Kyrie. Get it back to Love. This time he gets a chance to set and knocks it down.
And meanwhile, McCollum hits the floater. CJ, of course, out of Canton Glen Oak, as you know. LeBron on the back down against Harkless. Gives up a ton of muscle there to the King. LeBron fading. Loves that spot.
Well, he's starting to really become efficient with that little turnaround jump shot in the low post.
McCollum in transition for 3. What's the key to that shot on the fadeaway for LeBron?
You just get your balance, so when you turn, you can go straight up with the shot and don't float.
Here he goes again. Does he go back to that shot? A sweeping hook. Rebound to Plumlee.
If he adds that one where he can hit that consistently, he's going to be an unbelievable low post player.
I bet he will. Lillard had to give it up. Aminu didn't like what he saw. Got it back. Takes his time. This team can really pass the ball.
Well, what it is, Fred, you have to respect so many of the outside shots.
Yep.
They make you overcommit to them, and that opens up that inside game.
That being said, they're only 19th in assist field goal percentage. Surprisingly down this year. Irving taking his time. Liggins sends it. Off the mark. Rebound to Aminu. Always been a good rebounder for his size. Gets to the rack and scores. Went coast to coast. They want to try to outscore you. That's their mentality.
Yes, that's what they look for. So there has to be some defense played on the Cavaliers' part on top of scoring.
Tristan Thompson inside Plumlee. The Cavs know they can get what they want if they're patient against this team.
Well, that's the key. Patience and passing the ball.
Kyrie against Lillard. A bounce and a miss. Here come the Trailblazers. Coming off a win last night in Los Angeles. Aminu catching. Plumlee wanted the alley-oop. Instead, Aminu scores.
Well, the Cavaliers, if you're going to double team that high from the on the place in the court, you got to have more help in the back of the defense. That's why they're getting these little easy shots. You got to get more help.
They trap LeBron. Kevin Love takes it and hits that mid-ranger.
A lot of those actions you can get. Again, they're going to try and outscore you, so you got to play a little bit of defense to get the advantage.
These guys allow 111 a game. That's 27th in the league. Belted by Liggins out of bounds. He smashed it.
Doing a good job of staying with the play that time. He got faked out, but he recovered well. And get that weak stuff out of here.
Here comes Lillard, rejecting the screen. LeBron stepped in his way. Aminu on a roll. He's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, the Cavs are just too easy. As soon as they break the double team down, they're having whatever they want at the basket. That is not a good sign early in this game.
Aminu averages 7 points a game, and he's got 8 already. 13-9. Kyrie turned the corner. His sweet spot. Couldn't get it to go. Thompson not able to reel in the rebound, but it's off the Portland Trailblazers.
And when you play against an offensive team, Fred, the pressure they put on you, you have to continue to score. If you go through a drought, 5 or 6 possessions, no scoring, then you're going to be down 10 points. That's what they rely on.
Kevin Love aggressively going to the rim, looking for a whistle, didn't get it. Here comes Lillard, an open floor. Blocked by Tristan Thompson. That was a pass, believe it or not. Blocked it again. He said twice.
Get that weak stuff out of here.
I thought so. Love wide open. The bottom for 3, Kevin Love.
Cavaliers doing a good job of coming right back at him. Good defensive play, double team with 2 blocks in 1 situation.
A lot of Oregonians thought he was going to become an Oregon Duck when he left Lake Oswego, but one up at UCLA, as you know, for a year. Harkless catching and scoring.
Boy, the Cavs are really defenseless around the basket so far in this half.
Kyrie split the D, lost the ball, and Thompson couldn't pull it in. Our Okinoki injury report on the Cavaliers side. JR and Birdman, and Festus Ezeli has not played all season after signing as a free agent in the offseason with a knee surgery. In fact, may have another procedure which would cost him the rest of the campaign. Aminu invited to take the 3. The post up. And he missed it. Plumlee stays with it. With hustle. That's his game. Past the halfway mark of the quarter. C.J. McCollum. Switched upon. Plumlee rolled. Hesitant though. Stripped by LeBron James, who shoved him. Here comes LeBron. Open floor. And he draws that foul. Looking to get more to the line than he has 7 a game, even though he takes the 2nd most shots at the restricted area in the league. He's number 10 and getting to the free throw line. So he attacked there, got the whistle. Back in a moment. Kevin Love back home on snowy Oregon turf in a 15-12 ball game. Well, Kevin Love, arguably one of the greatest athletes to ever come out of this state. At Lake Oswego, a Portland suburb, was a three-time high school player of the year. Totally redid his body, but he just was a man among boys. He won one state championship. He tried to emulate Elton Brand growing up in his low post number, and you can see what he did his senior season, 36 and 17. In 6th grade, he grew 6 inches, and it was such a growth spurt that the school had to come up with a special taller desk and chair so he could accommodate him in classes, and he was destined for greatness, became a national high school player of the year. But again, I think a lot of local feathers were ruffled when he wound up going to UCLA, and he actually had his first visit to UCLA as an 8th grader, and I think that kind of helped him fall in love with being a Bruin and made the right choice.
I think he did. I mean, he's had a great career, Fred, and you know, the only thing that's concerning me now with this game, the way it's going, the Blazers are +10 in the paint area, and that's where the Cavaliers have to slow that down. And I know they're trying to keep the perimeter game from going off, but they got to find a way to balance it, because you cannot give up that many points in that paint and win this ball game.
Yeah, interesting you say that, because a year ago when the Cavs were beaten badly here, Portland was +20 in the paint, so we'll keep an eye on that stat all night long. As LeBron James in the month of January shooting 76% from the stripe, and he hits his first 2. 15-14. Liggins ball hawking against Lillard. LeBron picked him up. McCollum forced it and missed it. Rebound of the Cavs. Here comes LeBron, lead the break. 3-on-3. Found a hole. Draws that whistle again.
LeBron doing a good job of drawing the foul that time. And again, when you see LeBron coming at you full speed, that's got to be a bad fielder. McCollum takes the bait, and he jumps in front of LeBron. LeBron goes in line for 2 shots.
And, you know, some guys, and James Harden is very good at seeking contact for whistles. LeBron says, I'm not looking for contact. I'm looking to score. And if I absorb contact, then I feel I should get to the free throw line if I have been fouled.
Yeah, and that keeps your mind focused on the target. Right. To me, when you're looking to draw contact, you can lose focus on your target. But when you're looking to score, let the contact come, and I think you'll be much more successful that way. But James Harden is awful good at attacking the basket himself.
But I remember watching you, and that was what you weren't looking for contact. You were looking to score.
I was looking to score. I wanted to get to the basket and get it in there. And if I caught you in the wrong position, I would definitely try to get the contact then.
Yeah, or throw an elbow.
Yeah, well,
here we go.
All right, partner. They gave us a little more room here.
Yeah, they do. Thank goodness. I requested that, though, along with our director, Dan Sevick. He said, please give these guys as much room as possible. Crabbe off the bench. Plumlee way short off the glass. Got to be careful of Alan Crabbe. He's really been shooting the ball better as the season has gone on, especially in the new year. LeBron going right at him. Takes it inside. Turns shot to pass, and Aminu knocked it away. As they have trying to add to their lead. Still plenty of time in that shot clock.
Very important to have spacing, because they're going to, when LeBron gets the ball, it's like bees on honey. They just attack LeBron, and he's going to have good passing lanes to get the ball to.
Just like salt and snow. Right? I think we have a lot of snow references today.
Yeah, yes, we will.
I mean, everybody in the building talking about it, because
I can't imagine. They canceled the last game with just 2 inches of snow, and they have almost a half a foot here and still have the game go on.
Well, the Cavaliers are in town. The world champs are here. LeBron on the follow-away.
Good
Thompson with a blue-fingered rebound.
Second chance opportunity.
Kyle Korver off the bench. Kyrie with the left hand. Nice wizardry there as he finished it off.
There was a little bit of a dance that time. Had a chance to get inside quickly with the left hand.
So LeBron James has now passed Tim Hardaway Sr. in the all-time assist list. Number 15, Crabbe on the move, and he scored 10-lizer.
Yeah, he brings a lot of energy to the game, Fred. He comes in the game, he and Turner both averaging double figures coming off the bench. Cavs had to be ready for this.
11 a game for Crabbe. Kevin Love, as Lillard was underneath him with good defense. Back come the Blazers. Good hard trap by Thompson. Nice rotation by Love to pick up the big fella. Lillard open for a whistle. Instead, an acrobatic circus shot.
But good defense by the Cavs. Even better offensive play by the Blazers.
He's amazing in those kind of shots, though. Damian Lillard authors those almost once a night, seemingly. Lillard up in the shirt of Kyrie. Through a crowd. LeBron couldn't pull it in. Off the mark. So trying to get on the same page with Kyrie.
Again, but the Cavs have to continue to realize running the play, at least the first option, so you can set up movement of the ball, but you can't get into that high pick and roll immediately because the defense can set up. But Lillard with an acrobatic shot for 2.
Small sample size, but Portland's defense has been better over the last half dozen games. 7th in the league in that department. As Emilio stepped out of bounds, Terry Stotts can't believe it. He thought he had a better look than the official did. Thought he was in bounds. It's that short corner, and you see that almost a couple times a game where a ready shooter steps out of bounds. Watch Korver, got a menacing screen from LeBron and missed it. Shot he normally knocks down. Here comes Aminu. Had to give it up. Evan Turner off their bench now. Did a good job for them in a reserve role. Turner sends it and hits it.
Cavs getting caught in a lot of one-on-one situations where individual defense is going to have to stand up tonight.
The ex-Buckeye with 9 points a game for them. 21-18. Kyrie split the D. Takes contact and finished with a left hand.
That was a sweet move there because he held the ball until the defensive guy committed and then laid it on the square.
21-20. Under 3 to go in the opening quarter. Thompson talking and helping. Ed Davis off their bench. Crabbe on a hard drive. Nice floating score, Alan Crabbe. This month he's shooting 52% from the floor. In November, just 41%.
Well, you can tell his confidence is way up. And when he gets that ball, he's really attacked.
Thompson met at the rim. They let him play.
Wow.
Al-Farouq Aminu was the one contesting the shots. Again, he's always been a fine defender. Pass to Ed Davis. Not much of a shooter. That guy is Crabbe, and he was fouled.
Yeah, they're moving the ball well, and forcing the Cavaliers to have to rush to cover the three-point shooters.
Remember Alan Crabbe, a one-time Cavalier draft pick and then traded on draft night in 2013. But Al-Farouq Aminu, they call him the Chief. He was up to the task there.
Welcome back to the Moda Center. Cavs trailing the Blazers by 3 here in the first quarter. And because we've talked weather all day long, what beautiful weather all you Ohioans are experiencing right now. 52 degrees in January. You can't beat that. But I'm going to let you know you're missing out because it's also beautiful winter wonderland here in Portland. 30 degrees, not bad. I took full advantage of it today, but that's for another time. As you know by now, it's been an interesting 18 hours for both squads. But after talking to a couple of the Cavaliers, they say if you think our experience over the last 18 hours has been interesting, you should check out Portland's, which essentially began 5 days ago. Take a look at this. Due to what they thought was potential bad weather on Saturday, their game against the Pistons was postponed. They played it on Sunday. It took 2 overtimes, and then they took a loss. They then traveled to Los Angeles on Monday. They won last night there against the Lakers, but that's when things really got interesting. See, Portland wasn't able to get into the airport last night, which forced them to fly to Seattle. They got into a hotel around 4 a.m. and then had to bus back to the airport and fly back to Portland, essentially landing them just about 7 hours ago. Fellas, it hasn't been the most ideal of situations, but as the coaches and even these players will tell you, there's no excuses in the show. Well, it goes on, guys.
Yeah, many times, guys, you know, I remember one time Cavs had to fly into Orlando on a game day, and Larry Hughes had like 40 or 42 in the Cavs victory over the Orlando Magic at that point in time. So you never know what's going to happen. But the Cavs, we figured we were flying to Seattle, but then in transit, the Portland airport opened up, so we were able to land here safely.
Yeah, I went to sleep thinking I was going to Seattle and woke up in Portland.
I was going to wake you up and say, partner, we're in Shanghai. You wouldn't have believed me, though.
No.
Korver getting ball pressure from Crabbe. Crabbe standing right with him. They filled her off that Cavalier bench. Even the spark last night in the first half. Got a moving screen foul on Tristan Thompson. Crabbe with a couple of free throw makes a moment ago has 6 and a 5-point lead.
Yeah, again, the Cavs, the defense in that high pick and roll, or when they run that pick and roll, it's going to have to be a little bit more get through the pick because you're leaving too much open in that paint area.
Richard Jefferson off that Cavs bench, defending Turner, helping out with Lillard. Lillard, a long three. Missed that shot. It's his best spot on the floor, the straight-on three at 41%. McCollum's even better than that at the top of the arc. Kevin Love turned his ankle. Oh, my goodness. Or is it his knee? He's down, writhing in pain.
No, boy.
Steven Spiro, the Cavaliers head athletic trainer, will come over to check on Kevin. I don't know if he planted funny or landed on a foot.
But you can see as soon as he made the move, the expression on his face. Stepped on that ankle.
Knee to knee.
Knee to knee.
From Aminu. Hopefully it's just a stinger. At least he's seated.
Yeah. Those knee to knees.
Watch it again. Official in the way there, but you can tell left knee to left knee. I mean, tell us, you've had those.
Oh, man. They hurt. They hurt more than when it actually injured my foot. I mean, to get that sting, it goes through you like electricity, man. It hurts.
So Channing Frye will check in. Mr. Kevin walking under his own power. With the say to Korver, I'm okay, but I'm sure scary at first, because that's basically bone to bone.
Yeah. Oh, believe me. And when that first initial pain hits you, oh, Fred, it's scary because you don't know what really the extent of it is.
And those kind of plays can happen at any moment on an NBA floor with 10 athletic bodies. Thompson tried to get it away from Davis. And a 24-second violation ensues. So the Cavs, like last night, struggling to get good shots and hitting them. Right now, 35%.
Yeah, see, again, you've got to get into running the plays to get the ball movement. Just running a pick and roll does not set up the play properly because the defense can sit on that.
So the Cavs only with 3 assists so far. Of course, they've only made 7 buckets. They've got to get back to that ball hopping mode. Turner crossing over. Jefferson, nice job defensively. He anticipated the right hand. Ed Davis back up. Always been a very good offensive rebounder. Doesn't score much for a game. But he's a number 4 offensive rebounder in the league off the bench. Dave Felder, the pull-up. And he missed it. Here comes Turner. Runs their offense when he comes off the bench by and large. McCollum crossing over. Rebound to Jefferson. And a loose ball foul on Channing Frye, trying to hold off the very active Ed Davis.
They're going down under the basket there. Both guys in a bear hug.
Wrapped him up, the ex-Blazer did. Channing still makes his off-season home here. Came to these guys from New York in the Zach Randolph deal once upon a time.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yep. Not the stagecoach days like we talked about with you in the pregame when you used to come out here to Portland. Of course, these two franchises came into the league together in 1970. Final 10 seconds of this opening quarter. Felder sends it. Too much iron. McCollum will let it fly from 55, and that finishes the opening quarter. But a good sign. Kevin Love jumping on the bike just to keep things loose. As hearts around Northeast Ohio certainly skipped a beat when he went down, writhing in pain. The Cavs got to find some offense. 32% from the floor as they trail by 7 after 1. You're watching Cavs basketball on Fox Sports Ohio. Well, after losing 10 of 11, the Blazers have won 4 of the last 7, playing better defense. Getting a healthy Al-Farouq Aminu certainly has helped them. Last night they held the Lakers to just 30 second-half points. Terry Stotts was asked if they can carry that over tonight against Kevin Love and the Cavaliers.
Well, I think Cleveland might be a little bit better than LA. They pose different problems, but based on last time we played them, the three-point shot was pretty important. It's good that we have Chief back. You know, Kevin Love had his 34, so if we hold him under 20 in the first quarter, Kevin Love under 20, that'll be a good start.
And Terry Stotts, tongue-in-cheek, obviously, to a reporter comparing the Lakers and the Cavaliers, knowing full well that this is going to be a difficult task for them. Let's check in with Allie Clifton. What'd you pick up in the huddle, Al?
Fred, I think it's good news to report after you mentioned, per usual, Kevin did